This is what my people should do and rise up and stop killing each other. Tell me if I'm lying. My people
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
afraid of the white man. They do.
Do anybody know the word
They afraid.
invaders
He don't kill the white man.
in the English language?
He kill the black man. Yes. For no
The
reason.
invaders
For no reason.
are the European
For no
people,
no reason at all.
and when they do the invasion,
Tell me if I'm lying. You're not
they make decisions
my people. My people.
what is right
Afraid of the white man. Always.
and what is wrong.
My people. Afraid of the white man. He free the white man.
Any place these invaders go
He don't kill the white woman.
and occupy people's stuff,
The black man.
they also kill the people.
Kill like babies. The black man.
And then they make decisions.
Big shame. A big shame. He killed
Huh?
like babies. The black man.
They make decision of right and wrong.
Black babies. He killed. Black woman. It's just a shame.
And the people forget that they are invaders.
Black woman. Wake up, black man,
So they invade the land and occupy the land
and stop.
and take your position
Black babies. Preachers, tell them.
and also kill your livestock.
Stop killing. Stop. Babies. Kill the black man.
And it seems like the people forget about it.
Tell the black man. Stop killing black babies.
It is just like what taking place in the land of Canaan.
Black man. Black babies. It's just a big shame. It's a big
The Holocaust have not took place in the land of Canaan.
It's just a big shame. Big shame. It's just a big
So those people that move up into the land of Canaan and invade it and occupy it,
black man. Black man.
they're the one that make the decision
Black woman. It's just a big shame. Just a
on the land.
preachers. Preacher not telling.
And it seems like everybody forget about it.
When they come to your church.
All the African leaders forget about it.
Preachers.
Do you understand? All the African leaders is forgetting what takes place
Black man.
into Palestine.
Kill a white man. No. You don't kill white
They also forget what took place in the Caribbean,
Is kill your black man.
in North America, South America, British Columbia. They all forget about it.
It's just a big shame. Big shame.
So no one can stop these invaders.
Killing black man.
You don't see the Chinese going around invading land.
Black man.
You don't see the black men going around invading.
Killing black man. Killing black man. To stop.
No, they don't do that.
It's just a big shame. Big shame.
And they're not trying to stop
Black man.
the invaders
It's just a
from invading other people's positions.
killing black man.
They're not doing that.
It's just a big shame. Black
That's why the former president of the United States called the African leaders
the black man.
shitholes. They're a bunch of shitholes. Because what is taking place in Palestine, they could stop it. They could stop it. But by they are a bunch of shitholes, they can't stop it. Just think about it. Some European come into the land of Canaan, killed the people, and took all the land away, and said it have been given to them by some man named God, the God of the Bible, gave them that land.
Tell me if I'm lying. You're not lying.
But guess what? The people that God gave the land to, they're not the original people. Huh? They are not the original people that God gave the land to. So when did God give them the land? A few years ago? A few time gone? So who were living there before? Before God gave them the land, who were living there? Were the woolly men live there, like me? With black complexion? Who were living there? Who were living in the land of Kemet? Who were living into the land of Canaan? Were the Canaanites white? Or they were black people? Because everybody's going to run into all type of crazy stuff. All of that land is Africa, as you call it. My grandfather called it El Cabelan. And everybody fighting for the land beside the black people. The people that look like me. Big nostril, big lip. Black with wool on their head. They're not fighting for none of the land. Because the white men have them in control. Or the invaders have them in control. So they're just like a, what do you call it? They're just like an overseer for the land. And the white men tell them what to do. Straight up. Very simple. So I'm asking black people, hey, I've been asking this for a long time. What are you going to do about your people? Because nobody is not helping our people. And we are not helping our people. So everything is kind of silent right now. What do you think is going to happen? Some disaster is coming that black people do not know what they're going to do. You see how silent everything is right now? A big disaster is going to take place. By another virus, or by the earth shaking up itself. Or by the man-made doing. Because government is fighting against government right now. Politician war. Democratic is fighting against Republican. Who should be the president and who should not be the president? And if this one doesn't become president, we're going to have a great desolation. And if this one becomes president, we're going to have a desolation. What's going on? What's going on with all these people talking bullshit? Huh? So they're putting the public in fear of what they're going to do. They are putting the public in fear. So the public is smoking their drugs and the narcotics and drinking up the alcohol. They're not paying attention. Ha! They're not paying attention. Preachers smoking up the drugs. Politicians is smoking up the drugs. Popping their tablets. They're not paying attention. So they care less of what takes place with their grandchildren. Because guess what? God already make his prediction in the book you call the Bible. God said he's going to kill everybody. Man, woman, and children. He going to burn them all up. That's what his book said. So you think this book is for God? Okay, well, in this book, it said he's going to burn up every human being and the folds of the hair. That's what this God said. So we are in a dilemma of what this God is getting ready to do. But when he's going to do it? No one knows it. So you see what I'm talking about? So the story is going to continue with the bullshit. Fear of mind or fear monger. Because no one knows when this God is going to burn up all the people. He's going to burn everybody up. And he's going to destroy the planet, turn it into dust. So where this dust is going to go? All the dust of the planet, where it's going to go? Because the God of the Bible is going to turn the planet into dust. What do you think? I don't do believe. So I'm not going to ask you what you believe. I'm going to ask you what do you think? This mighty God, that's what he's going to do. Because he made everything from himself. Hello? Huh? This God made everything from himself. And he's going to destroy everything that he made. And he's going to start all over again. Are you going for the bullshit? Or you just want to play Santa Claus? Which one is it? As I said from my own self, that this planet or these things in space are not made by anyone. Somebody's telling you that they have been made. Look within yourself. They are not made. They've been here from time and time. And they will remain here after time if it will be so. Nothing have been made by anyone. As we made the name God and we made the name Saturn, nothing have been made by none of these creatures or these human beings or these spirits. Everything been here from time and time. Have you ever think? Scientists is telling you that the planet is 60 billion years old. Some scientists said it's 4.5 billion years old. Huh? But the story of the planet from 1 billion years old, no one knows it. What was taking place 3.5 billion years ago? Were we here? No one knows it. So everybody's making up stories. The earth is 6 billion years. The earth is 4 billion years. The earth is 60 billion years. So everybody's just going around with their stories. Say they're doing scientific tests on stones and trees and all type of crazy stuff. Hello? So everybody gets in. And the true knowledge they do not understand As I said, the earth been here from time and time, and it have not been made, it have not been formed, and it have not been created by any creature. And they cannot get it. It's hard for them to understand. You know how hard it is for them to understand? Because once narcotics get into the body, you cannot think properly. Your thinking is all messed up because interference get into the body. If you take the drugs from the pharmaceutical company, it interferes with the body. It's don't supposed to be there. Duh. Common sense. Look, the animals, they don't make drugs of themselves. And they do not take drugs of themselves. The birds of the air or the fowls of the air do not take drugs of themselves. And they do not make drugs of themselves. I know what you're saying. Oh, they cannot make drugs. Duh. They can't make drugs, so they can't take drugs. The drugs that the human beings are making came from what? Came from plants. Or came from roots. And came from chemicals. Or mineral. They don't get it out of the sky and made it up. No, they don't make it from dust. Drugs doesn't made from dust. Drugs doesn't made from water. It have to be plant, chemical that man made up or get from the ground. You know, sulfur is chemical and sulfur is drugs. Do you know what is sulfur? It burneth itself by itself. Do you know what is white lime or limestone? It burneth itself from itself. You know what is flint stone? It lighted itself from itself. It do not need matches to light itself. You do not have that knowledge. I have that knowledge from a little boy. Or you call it flintstone. It lighted itself from itself. You do not understand. The sun in the element burneth green, dry leaf from itself. It doesn't need a match. The sun is a match. You can experiment of yourself and see how it's worked by using glass or magnifying glass and see how things work from the sun. You can use water on the limestone and see how it burns itself. There's no mystical power within it, why it burneth itself. It is the way it is. Straight up. So when you lost your sense of knowledge from putting chemical into the body and contaminate the body, you can't think. And that is the reason why we have so many non-thinkers. They have to go through the process of the white men so they can understand something. And that's messed up, messed up, messed up. We got to wake up. We cannot be letting the white men thinking for us. Because anywhere they go, they invade and occupy the land of other people. Tell me what you do not know about that. Huh? Wherever they go, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, Grenada, Freeport, Nassau, Turk Islands, Grand Cayman, the Andes, British Columbia, North America, South America, they occupy it and invade it. They invade it and occupy it. And they kill the native of those lands. Am I lying? You goddamn know I'm not lying. But you are afraid to speak about the white man, what he did. Just like in Palestine. White people are not from Palestine or the land of Canaan. White people are not from there. They came there. And they occupied the land. And killed the native. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. And they make the decision of how much of the land they should occupy. They're invaders. Mean they're not from there in the English language. Get your shit straightened out. You got too many stuff twisted with all these white people. They are not the original people of this planet. Read my lip. They are not the original people of the planet. So they cannot be the original. You know the word in the English language, the original. You know the definition. And once we know this definition of all these English words, we will understand the white man's ways. Because that's not my language. You think the English language is my language? You gotta be a damn fool. That's something the white man made up and taught it to us. He made up that language and taught it to us, the woolly man, because he knocked our knowledge and our language out of our body, out of our brain, out of our understanding. So the black men of the Western world do not have a language. It has been beaten out of him. So we want to go around like a chicken head is off his body. We can do that. You know what I mean? So don't come and tell me he's the original. He came from us by interference. I'm going to say it again because I've been saying this like for 30 years or 40 years and nobody cannot get it. Every one of these race of people that is not black came from the woolly man with interference. He don't came by spirit. He's not a spirit. Okay? So once you cannot understand what is taking place, then you're stuck. Because the white man is the one that dominates everything. So he make you believe he is the original, and he's the ruler of the planet. And he make the decision of right and wrong. That's what he's doing. So in the meantime, he's killing the people into the land of Canaan, and all the black leaders of Africa sit back and cannot do anything. They're not crying out because they are afraid of crying out. Hello? So that's what, so what taking place, the black man cannot do anything. Don't matter where he is. Remember, the black man have no food. He have no guns. He have no medicine. So he can't do shit. All we can do is talk. And when we speak, we're not getting together. You don't like what I said, and I don't like what you said, so it can't come together. It doesn't matter. We should be coming together with our speech of what needs to be done towards our people and get the white men hand off our back so we can be our own protector. And we don't need him to be our protector. But black people can't get it. And you know why they cannot get it? Because they're locked up in the doing of the white man. First they go with beliefs. And that's why we're stuck. Stuck like a band-aid. And if we don't wake up, we are going to perish because these white men want this planet for themselves. And they're working on it. So as I said, if we don't wake up, we're going to perish. Be good. Respect.